What's going on, everybody? We're back on it. Monster episode 7 had a bunch of wildness um happen last episode. We ran into Anna, who doesn't know she's Anna. We still haven't gotten the background of how they really suppressed all that and therapy she's gone to. It, I'm going to assume her foster parents plus that I don't even know what you call him, a writer, reporter, whatever, for the news station, for the paper. I'm guessing he's also killed. I don't know. It's gonna be an absolute mess. I don't know if maybe we'll run into Johan this episode with Doctor and Anna as well. And then I'm curious when she finally does, accept that she is Anna and that is her brother and she remembers everything. Is she gonna freeze up? Because remember when we saw her as a kid, like she couldn't even speak. Is she gonna fall back into that, or how's she gonna react? I have no idea. We'll see. We're pressing play on the episode right now. Here we go.
いや、確かに私の病院に担ぎ込まれた時、君はアンナ、そして君の兄さんはヨハンという名前だった。
These trigger words are gonna start jogging her memory. Yeah. She's been passing out. She sees him. She's been suppressing. She's been having weird memories and shit. She's gonna freak out. If her head could literally explode, it would. Should we even be telling her all this without like the proper setting or therapist? Like, what if she completely just go? I'm skipping forward through the opening so we don't get copyrighted for the song. All right. Here we go. Chapter 7, Episode 7, House of Tragedy. I just think it's going to be a murder scene in that house. And I don't think there's cell phones now, because we're in the 80s. Don't leave her in the car. She needs to come with, because what if he goes in the house and they drive away in the car? Yeah. Come on. Then Ma. Never called the police. And here we go again. Tenma is going to be at the scene of a murder. And oh my god, it's going to be a mess. How long until like something looks like a duck, it looks like a duck, it looks like a duck, until you just have to say that like, yes, it is a duck. Like if he just keeps showing up or he just happens to be on the scene. As a police officer, like an investigator, I'm just going to like have to eventually assume it's you. Shit. He was gonna get back with his wife and put those cigarettes down too. Ay. And now you almost start to think like, is it wrong place, wrong time that Tenma keeps showing up, which it is. But is he almost being like purposefully the more he looks into it, the more he keeps showing up wrong place, wrong time. But like, it's almost like, is it happening to him on purpose, you know? Oh man, this is gonna be traumatic for her, because this is how she froze up last time, seeing this type of scene. Dang, he was gonna get his wife and his daughter back too. Oh god. Yeah, give him a cigarette, maybe he'll wake up. He's not going to, but... So how do you explain this? Like, you have to call this in. You hope that Anna can be the witness or something.
あの時
Yeah, she remembers.
殺したのに
I killed him?
私が殺したのに
What does she mean? Is she saying she killed her parents? No, because I'm pretty sure we...
殺した
ニナ
あの時私がお兄ちゃんを殺したのに
This is not good for her mental, by the way. She's gonna pass out. Yep. This is a mess. Absolute mess.
私が生き返らせてしまったんだよ
I think I killed him. Did she actually put harm onto her little brother that day?
電話線は切られてる早く逃げなきゃ
For all we know, the tires are going to be sliced and the car's not even going to be there. If he's right outside the front door, that's going to be some shit, isn't it?
大丈夫ですか警察です通報を受けて参りま
Thank
した
God.
ちょっと失礼中を見させていただき
Oh, Jesus Christ, this is going to be bad. Everything's not good. Everything is not good.
なんということだこれはひどいあなた方はご無事ですか怪我はそれはよかった間もなく応援が来ます現場の方は彼らに任せてあなた方には署で詳しい話を伺います
They don't suspect them at all, huh? Why is that?
被害者の娘さんですかお気の毒に
I mean, she's just like 10 years ago, back to where we started with her.
そうですかということは犯人を見てはいないんですねこの平和な街であんなことが起きるなんて
Oh,
あなた
Jesus.
どこの国の方中国
いえ日本人です天馬と申します
ああ日本の方遠い異国で大変な目に遭われました
Yeah, it's been a shit show for Tenma.
落ち着いてもう大丈夫
Where are we going?
どこに向かっているんですか
警察署ですよ
There's
ハイデルベ
no
ルク署は
police.
街の中心
Oh
の
my God, they're not actual
我々は
police.
隣のマンハイム署から来ました
なぜわざわざ隣の署まで連れて行く
This is fucked, bro. Someone flashes you a badge. You expect it's
はい
it is, and that would happen in the real world. Like, you know, some people like, you know, I'm not letting you enter.
通報を受けてやっ
You know, and like they won't let police in. But more times than not, I'd say over 50% of the time, 60, 75%. If somebody with a police uniform and a badge showed up at your door, you would engage them in conversation
第一発見者を連れ出すようなことをするものなのか
and maybe even let them in your house.
あの
Knowing it is fucked, but
本物のように見えたが
and I thought it was weird too. They didn't ask them questions that
血だ
you got to get out.
まさか
They're the ones that killed the three in there. You got to open the door, barrel roll. But where are you gonna go? You got to carry the girl. They're in a car. Like where? Jesus, man. You're in the middle of nowhere. That
あの
these might be real police here.
検問
Is it a real roadblock? Get out now. Get out of the car before they shoot them.
助かった
It's not real.
当て逃げ犯を探してますのでご協力を。
あの
あれメスナー刑事とミュラー刑事じゃないですか。
いや、ご苦労さん。
これから署に戻られるんですか？
They're part of it, bro. They're part of it. Get out. 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 Get out, bro.
扱うからね。あ、
Run.
この子が気分が悪いというので、少し外の風に。
ああ、どうぞ。
I don't trust this shit. Because I was thinking, who called?
何かしでかしたんですか、あの二人。
いや、そういうわけじゃないんだ。
Who could have called?
どういうことなんだ。
There's no way to really know. And if you run and they are real, it's going to make you look even
誰の
worse.
通報で来たんだ。サイレンも鳴らさずに。どうすればいい。
I don't know. What can you do?
大丈夫ですか。
Because now it went from 2 men to 4. They're probably all armed.
なぜ。なぜ知ってるんです。私は名前は言ったが、医者であることまでは言ってない。なぜ知っているんです。
Shit. That's when they all just... God, here goes that creepy ass violin. They fucked up. Bro, that thing literally... That water could have literally been, like, shin deep, by the way. Johan is not going to be happy about this shit. Oh, God. I thought it was weird that, like, holy shit, detectives, policemen are just going to walk in there and see these bodies, and you tried to keep them from opening the door. Like, you're going to look terrible, and they're just like, oh, man, that's bad. All right, well, let's get, like, what? Are they living on this? I thought that was a dog, by the way. They need to get back to this. Ugh, man. It's just all fucked. He really needs to team up with that detective, by the way. I don't know how we can get there, but we really need it. The thing is, she's of no help. But, like, she really is smart, like, and has knowledge of the criminal system. She can defend her. I mean, she can defend herself to an extent. She's just not mentally where she needs to be right now. Man.
どこだいそこは。思い出せないかい。
国境を越えたわ。おじさんとおばさんが励ましてくれて、とっても優しくしてくれた。お兄ちゃんが言ったわ。いい計画があるって。それから少しして、おじさんとおばさんが死んじゃった。
The very first one when they were kids.
私たちに優しくしてくれる人は、なぜかみんな死んでゆくの。
Are we saying the brother, was a part of
それがなぜか分かった。
the reason their original, if that was even their original parents, died? Yeah.
リーベルト夫妻の事件だね。
お兄ちゃんが撃ったの。
Wow.
お兄ちゃんがあの人たちを。
Is he some, like...
今までの人たちもみんなお兄ちゃんが
I don't understand. Is he some, like, underground kid spy, some shit?
私は銃を取ったの。お兄ちゃんに
She was the one that shot her brother in the head. That put him in the
お兄ちゃん
hospital
その時言ったわ。
when he needed the surgery originally.
笑いながら言ったのよ。撃ったら銃を窓の外へ捨てろって。ちゃんと頭を撃ってって。
I don't know the reasoning.
ちゃんと頭を狙ったのに。
And still saved his life.
助けたの。
We didn't have any information. We didn't have all this. But even then, though, you still would have went to save the kid's life.
あなたがお兄ちゃんを助けなければ
Their parents, yeah. So even the Lionhearts weren't their original parents to begin with. They said they crossed the border, so there was a war going on that, I don't know, I forget what time period we're in, but,
ここでじっとして
and they crossed the border and ended up in the
私は警察に
family?
行く夕べの刑事たちはもし本物だとするとヨハンに通じている人間が警察にいるということになるがただこうしているわけにもいかない
Like, I don't know how deep this runs.
いいかいにな
Like he said, like, does he have police help?
追っ手が来たら隠れるんだぞ食事をして
I really need him to team up with that other doctor that does his, like, typing shit.
人間はそうやって生きてるんだ君は生きてるんだこれからのことを考えるんだ これからのことを
犯人の手がかりはないんですか。これまでドイツ各地で起こった中年夫婦殺人事件との関連は。
ですから全力を挙げて捜査しておりますが
Ugh.
まだ詳しいことは申し上げられません
我々の調べたとこだとポルトナー夫妻には娘がいるんですが、その娘の
Nobody knows where the daughter
現在
is.
捜査中です
一緒に殺されたマウラー記者はなぜあの家にいたんです。彼と行動を共にしていたっていう日本人は何者ですか。
That's him right there.
日本人そいつが怪しいな
ほぼ同時刻に起きたハイデルベルク城での殺人も同一犯の仕業でしょうか。
ハイデルベルク城
Uh-oh.
あいつも殺されたのか
They killed that guy in the room. I mean, yeah, I mean, he was
詳しいことは順
a
次発表しま
witness.
す
すみませんどうしてくださいあ
ああわざわざマンハイム署から応援ご苦労様助かりますよメスナー刑事ミューラー刑事
何でもおっしゃってください。
Oh my god.
捜査状況はどうですか。
とりあえず中で詳しい話を
What the hell, bro? Who do we go to? Like, it runs so deep that, like, who can we speak to? He needs to go speak to that original detective
あの男たちやはり本物の警官だった
that suspected
ど
him.
うしたらいいんだ
He really needs to.
はい、ハイデルベルクポスト。よく聞こえないよ。練習
And I keep forgetting, they're not in the same... The police department that he just tried to show up to is not the same police department of where that guy works, correct? That's a completely different town. And then they're from a completely different town as well. So we're talking about 3 different police departments?
警察には絶対に連絡しないでください
本当ですか。ガスじゃないでしょうね。もしもし。
Because you have those 2 men that tried to pick us up.
今
Their police department. The police department he just tried to go to. And then the original police department? I think.
困りますよ。無断で部屋に入られちゃう。それに
That's him.
捜査局のあなたは
We need
夫婦殺しの件で来て
his help. Please, God,
こっちには
help
白手をされ
us.
た男の資料しかありませんよ。ルンゲ警部。
Lunge. Lunge?
いや、失礼。ちょっと気になってね。
I don't know how to pronounce his
あなたが追
name.
っている件とこっちは犯行時刻が同じだし、同一犯じゃありませんよ。
なるほど。この男、手に縛られた跡があるようだが、近くで紐か何か発見したかね。
いいえ。被害者が発見された時には
Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
ああ、そう。
He needs to watch his back. Honestly. He starts poking around asking too many questions and shit.
現場から逃げ出すルートは
They're gonna think
条件。
Johan's gonna take his ass out. And if he goes out, it's done. It's done. It's done.
逃げ出す先の人通りの量。明かりの位置。
Find his rope. Tie.
つけた。
She's gone, right?
ニナ
Gone?
私だ天馬だニナ
If Johan walks out of there, shit.
ニナまさか
Now, did she just wander off, or did she get taken?
どこだニナニナ
Where is she? Where is she?
ニナ連れ去られてしまった
That's the thing. We don't know if she just like crazily walked off or she did get
一
scooped
人に
up.
するんじゃなかった
Is there a note? She didn't eat any of the food. Is that her head? There's a note. What does it say?
ドクターテンマン、あなたは悪くない。あなたは医者としての仕事を全うしただけで、あ
Ah, shit.
なたは悪くない。サンドイッチを食べてください。そして少し眠ってください。
Don't eat it.
あなたは生き延びてください。そして一人で
Nah.
助けてください。
I mean, I agree. I do need to get some food and some rest, but there's so much like 5D chess moves going on. I'm not about to have my ass poisoned and slipped into a coma and shit. And like, are the people of his hospital gonna want to know
君はこれからどうするつもり
where he is?
だもう一度あいつを殺すつもりなのか私が彼を引き返してしまったんだ私があのモンスターを生き返らせてしまったんだ
And now I must end his life. And that ends up being the episode. So I think we got a major kind of revelation there. Lionheart's, I think, was their, what we thought to be their, I guess, real last name, or to be their real parents. But even those, I think, was revealed this episode that those weren't their real parents. That just like the two foster parents that Nina was, or Anna was with, was the same situation there. She was saying that they crossed the border. Again, I think we're in the 80s. So I don't know what major, you know, I'm not a history buff to know what was going on war-wise. I don't know when like the Berlin Wall and stuff is getting taken down, but I don't know what that would have to do with her crossing in. Anyway, it sounds like they were leaving like a war-torn area, crossed into Germany, just the two of them as kids, by the way, like little kids. Probably not even over the age of like 8 at the time, and somehow ended up in the care of what we thought were their original parents, but those weren't even their real parents. And then Johan kills them. For what reason and why? Why does an 8-year-old boy want to kill parents that seem to have been perfectly fine? He wasn't being abused or treated poorly or anything like that, so we don't really know the reason behind why. I mean, that's pretty much what the reason, that's what we're going to be asking this entire series until we get the answer, is why Johan is choosing to do what he's doing. Again, like you said, the middle-aged family keeps getting taken out. I was under the impression that the parents had been killed, and then he was just going out seeking his own justice type thing, but there is no justice, at least that I know. He's just deciding to kill now. Are we going to need that information of their history prior to crossing the border to becoming in the original parents' possession on maybe what is fueling this just killing rampage of his? Or I don't know, but I mean, she basically said that he killed their parents, or what we thought were their parents, and then she shot him in the head. He survived, clearly, because of Dr. Tenma. Now we're here, but now we're getting into the whole, like, you see these movies and shows all the time of, like, you know, the security guard's in on it, your spouse is in on it, your boss is in on it. Everybody that you would go to for help seems to be somehow involved or in on it. So, like, who do you go to? Who do you trust? And you see, it's kind of like cliche all the time. You'll get that one investigator or policeman that's like, goes by his own rules, and and he's not involved in it. But how you even, it's really corrupt from like top to bottom, at least in the police, from what it seems, at least in that town. So how you even go around that, I don't know how much corruption Johan has in from city to city's police department. But I would hope if he teams up with Lunge or Lunge, however you pronounce his name, they'll be, because I mean he can't go to anybody because they're just going to use information against him, take him in, and just going to be a mess. So we'll see what happens. I appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,